Yo, new legend came out today, and maybe I'll play her today. I'm not entirely sure, but I kind of made this video specifically for St. Paddy's because, well, I'll spoil it, next analysis was going to be Sidra, but I didn't know Arcadia was going to come out today, so I'm pretty sure she's going to have to be next, but I'm pretty sure I'll do St. Paddy's first. And honestly, we've got some good stuff with St. Paddy's. Got new Isaiah skin, got the old skins too. Got Sentinel, Jala, Sidra, Jiro, and Olgrim, which I'm not going to be getting a lot of them, just like based off like I don't really like the St. Paddy's Day skins. Oh, and Ragnar too, but I don't like them that much. The Ragnar one's like kind of okay. I don't want to spend 200 coins for an Olgrim skin that kind of looks a lot like his other ones. Jiro is obviously one of the best ones, but I don't like Jiro that much, but I'm probably going to get it. Sidra one is just okay. The Jala one's amazing. I will be getting that. Sentinel one's just alright. I probably won't get that. And then Isaiah. So I'll get Jala, Isaiah, and Jiro. So I'll have to like get those three skins. I'll probably end up buying all the colors too. Probably the avatar, doesn't really matter. I won't buy the KO effect. So I'll play a little bit of Isaiah, Jala, and Jiro. And we'll look at all the changes to the patch too. Because I kind of feel like going over that because there's a lot of good stuff that got changed. And then we'll see how it turns out. President Coates has a fiery problem that only Isaiah can handle. That's very interesting. That seems like some alternate universe type stuff with Isaiah. Which I guess a lot of these skins are technically. There's like different things going on with them. For glory and gold, mostly glory. These weapon skins are really nice on the Jalad skin too. And then the same with Jiro, but I wanted to get Dolhan Jiro just because the other Jiro skin, I don't remember what it's called. I believe it is called Komainu Jiro. Yeah, I don't like Komainu Jiro, but I use it anyways because it's the only type of exclusive skin I have for Jiro, so you know there's that. So, you just gotta get Jiro too. Also has very nice weapons. And then, what else do I want to get? Out of the three new skins for Arcadia, I really was thinking about getting Briar Rose, just because it looks really nice and it gives like a huge type of like corrupted Fangwild type vibe. But I realized that her facial expressions are kind of like really meh with it. But Rogue Queen I really like, and it kind of gives me some Sombra vibes from Overwatch. So, I'm gonna have to get that one. And then maybe I'll get like these in the future, but I'm not thinking about it right now, so. So, I think if I do play Arcadia, it'll probably be after the St. Paddy's Day ones. But I don't want to say too much before the analysis because I really don't have a lot of info about her yet. Like, I was trying her out in training. She has some pretty decent SIGs. I don't really think any are OP. Maybe, like, Spear and SIG might be a bit too good, but that's about it. I'll go over it more with the analysis. But for now, let's look at patch notes and scroll all the way up to the top first. So first, of course, is like Arcadia, all that cool stuff. Her stats are kind of iffy, which I think I can roll with the stats, but I know a lot of people don't like them. Got the new stuff with St. Paddy's. You got the Isaiah skin, which looks really cool. Got the colors too, and that stuff too. For all the week, doesn't really matter. And new test features. So, they say like new test features, like they put it into experimental, which confuses me. Which they didn't. But the way they word it makes it sound like that. Like it says new test feature, and it's like, why would you say new test feature whenever you're... Like, test features are kind of exclusive to experimental. You're not putting the handicaps into experimental. At least I don't think. Right? Yeah, I'm right about that. So I don't know why they would say that. But, yeah, they did add handicaps. You could think like Smash Bros type handicaps, where it's like, this person gets more stocks and this one gets less. This one does more damage, this one does less. You could think of it like that, basically. Pretty sure it's in custom and offline lobbies, which I don't think I'll be using that much, just because a lot of people I fight, like, it's not really fun to have a disadvantage unless you're just trying to play casually, and I don't really play casually. So I don't really think I'll be bothering with that all that much. And then, let me see. So, for first round of test features targeting weapon item behavior. I didn't check this out that much, so I'm not entirely sure about it. Thrown weapons now bounce significantly less when colliding with targets, resulting in them becoming stationary much sooner. Along with this, thrown weapons also despawn much faster after becoming stationary. These changes together result in a significant decrease in the amount of time a weapon may be picked up again, which means that weapon throwing has, like, you're basically playing a more risky game with weapon throwing, basically. I don't know how much of a change this is going to do, because, like, I'd have to try it out, but it's very good, because a lot of people have been complaining about how weapon throws are too OP, and personally, I like to weapon throw a lot too, and yeah, it's pretty good. Whether this is an experimental, I'm not too sure. I gotta double check again. Yeah, thrown weapons despawn faster and bounce less. That's pretty good. It seems like they kept the dodge cooldown. I'm surprised they didn't take it out, considering they're not going to do anything with that. There's also... Oh, this music's too loud. Okay. So, they adjusted the bots, which is just kind of whatever. I don't really think people think too much about the bots. The throw clash test feature's been graduated, so... Now, I'm pretty sure that's the one where if you get hit after, like, throwing a weapon or a gadget, like, before a certain amount of frames have been up, then that means that the weapon will pass through the enemy, which is also a nerf to weapon throwing. It's been an experimental for ages, and finally it's graduated, which is really nice. Even then, I didn't notice that change that much a lot of the time, but it'll be nice to see it in all the other modes too. And now, we'll get to the balance stuff. I didn't check out every weapon, but I did check out a lot of the, like, the most impactful changes. With Axe, a lot of stuff got slowed down. Like, it's a crazy amount slowed down. Like, if you use, like, one of the aerial attacks and hold down completely in the direction that you're holding down in, then you'll notice that you get slowed down way faster. And so, I don't know, I think Neutralite slightly decreased maximum horizontal and vertical threat coverage, which I think it just means that it doesn't hit in such a big area anymore, which is alright. Neutralite was pretty good on Axe. This is the decreased acceleration thing that I was talking about. Same with Sair and Dare. And honestly, I'm surprised Sidelight didn't get nerfed either, but I don't know. I don't know a lot about how OP that actually contributes to Axe, so I'm probably wrong about that. And blasters. Whenever I was in training with blasters, Dare got fucked up. It got insanely fucked up. Because there were a lot of true combos. Well, I don't know a lot about the true combos on blasters. Let's say, like, if I go to the Brawl database server or whatever, like, I know the server's really outdated, but a lot of the true combos are still really useful. If we go up to, like, all the Dare true combos, which you can't see this, by the way, but I'm just mentioning it. The Dare true combos, there's Dare, Chase, Dodge, Sair, which I couldn't hit true personally. Which I don't think that's true anymore, but it might be. And then, I'm pretty sure, I don't know if Dare GC Neutralite was true all the time, but you can't hit that anymore, I'm pretty sure, too. I can only hit it one frame, which I could be completely wrong about this, because I could have sworn that Dare had more true combos on blasters, but apparently it doesn't. Not anymore, anyways. It probably didn't before, and I'm probably completely wrong about this, but basically with blasters, it doesn't send your enemy more horizontal anymore, it sends it more vertical, which I'm fine with that, because it's just like, fighting Dare is a pain in the ass, and I think it's supposed to set up with well, I don't know. Setting up with Dare is supposed to be easier, because it hits more vertical, but I think it fucked up a lot of stuff with it too, so it's kind of like a nerf at the same time, but also kind of a buff. And then Sair increased force, that's fine too. Hammer, the Cider reduced threat coverage near the user, that's a big one. Like, I'm gonna show this one actually, because I actually know what happens to this one. So let's go to like Cassidy, for example. And basically, like it doesn't hit close anymore. It hits very, very, very not close. So, like, if you zoom in on that, like, it used to hit way closer where the white lines is in the hammer swing. Like, pretty close to the hitbox of Cassidy, too. And now it doesn't, so that's like a huge nerf on hammer. It is a pretty big nerf. And then also the drifting thing as well, I think that affected hammer too. I'm not entirely sure. So, up next, Qatar's got a buff in recovery. That's really not much. I didn't check it out, but I just know it's probably better. Because it only got changed from 58 variable, or 48 variable to 50 variable, which is just kind of whatever. It's a nice buff, though. Spear sidelight, the decreased recover time, that's going to be a pain in the ass to deal with, honestly. Because Spear sidelight, I get it's one of Spear's main follow-ups, but also, like, Spear was already pretty good to begin with. And honestly, I feel like I can see Spear becoming, like, one of the top weapons, like, pretty soon. At least I think. And then Sword, too. Sword as well. I don't think, like, I just said, like, literally in the Sword analysis, like, probably a week ago, since this might come out on Monday, I said, like, Sidelight and Neutralite, like, they felt too safe. And if you miss with Sidelight now, the recover time got, like, massively increased. So, like, if you miss a Sidelight, you're going to be standing there for a while. And then Neutralite increased time to hit from 5 to 6, which, it's a little bit. It's not, like, devastating, but it's pretty nice. And then we got Legend nerfs. There was only Legend buffs. There were no nerfs. And only 4 of them got buffed too. Which are pretty good buffs too, like, to Legends that really needed buffs. Like, there weren't really, any buffs to any OP Legends already. There weren't nerfs to any bad Legends or good Legends. Just buffs to bad Legends. So Isaiah, Side Blasters, and Neutral Cannon got, buffs. Side Blasters has increased force, and the Neutral Cannon decreased minimum time charge. I didn't check these out, but I'm sure those are going to be pretty good for Isaiah. Although I think Isaiah is still going to be maybe the same place, since the blaster thing is kind of iffy, and Cannon didn't get touched. Same with Lin Fei, sort of, just because, well, I mean, the increased damage is pretty nice. Personally, just because, like, she has such low attack. She has 3 attack, I'm pretty sure. And just being able to rack up damage easier is going to be really nice. Although neutral guitars and her side sig on Cannon are pretty good sigs already, but it was still nice to see the increased damage in those. And then Magyar, I don't know why they buffed his best 2 sigs. I'm surprised they didn't buff like Great Sword down sig or Hammer side sig or like Great Sword side sig. They buffed his 2 best sigs. Straight up his neutral sig on Great Sword. It was already pretty good before this. Now it's going to be really good. Because, like, you could already dodge out or jump out so quickly from it. But now it's, like, it's going to be nuts. And then the Magyar's neutral sig on Hammer. Decreased total recover. I don't know. That doesn't make it true, I'm pretty sure. Because that doesn't affect how quickly it comes out. But, basically, it's just like, if you miss these, then you're going to be able to get out of it quicker. Which is pretty good for Magyar. And then we also got Zarya buffs, which is pretty nice, personally. I thought Neutral Bow was like already really good, so I'm surprised to see it got buffed. Decreased total recover time. Yeah, I'm surprised that got buffed, so that's going to be easier to react from. That's going to be harder to react from now, whenever you're fighting Zariel. And then his down gauntlets, he got increased force, which was pretty good too, because his down gauntlets was kind of lacking, I feel like. But, you know, pretty good buffs and nerfs. I honestly hope Axe and Hammer just, like, stop being meta. Like, if Axe and Hammer, if those nerfs were, like, really as bad as, like, we think they are, then we could be seeing, like, a Gauntlet Scythe Bow meta, I feel like. And then we would just need nerfs to those. Maybe Spear too. But, like, besides that, still not a lot has, like, dramatically changed, apart from, like, I feel like these 3 are, like, pretty big changes. Blasters, I feel like, are probably going to be worse, but we'll have to play with it just to find out what it's like. And then everything else over here is just kind of nothing. I don't think there were any meaningful bug fixes or game improvements. Well, there was this, too. Like, players who buy Legends with gold or Mammoth coins, I think, and then they buy the Legends pack, then you could gold back. I got 45,000 coins. So, whenever I bought Reno for that Legend analysis, then, like, everything's fine. I just get my coins back. Like, easy claps. So, let's finally... Well, after I buy colors, we'll finally play with the new skins that I got for St. Paddy's, and we might play some Arcadia too. Alright, so truth be told, this is literally like 4 days after the new Legend came out, and also St. Paddy's, except I had problems recording a lot of the gameplay with like Isaiah, Jiro, and Jala and whatnot, so I have to re-record it, which honestly I'm fine with because I wasn't going to post a video with like audio problems and crap like that. But literally, past 4 days, literally just been Arcadia. I have not played anything else besides Arcadia after I recorded Jiro, Isaiah, and Jala. So, this is going to be a flop, but it's going to be a funny flop. But first, let's start off with Isaiah. Honestly, after playing with a lot of the stuff in the recent patch, I'm not going to talk about Arcadia, but just a lot of the balance stuff, since it's been a while. Axe nerfs, feel like they kind of did something, but I don't know if they really did a lot. I haven't been fighting a lot of Axe, so I might be right about that. As for blasters, I feel like that's kind of a... It's a very mixed relationship on the blasters. Like, some people really like the changes, other people really don't. As for me, I just hate fighting another blasters player as blasters. Which has nothing to do with the balance changes, but it's just annoying. As for blasters by itself, though, I feel like it's like... I've been saying a lot of weapons are just like A tier or S tier. Blasters is B tier now. Legitimately. I think it's like a really bad weapon right now. Not saying that it can't be like really good at times, but it's just like not so good. And also, Isaiah got buffed too, so that's gonna be nice to toy around with. I know it was Cannon Insig and Blaster Side Sig, I believe. And they aren't too noticeable, but still, like, Isaiah buffs, we'll take it. I don't know why the Satch is emoting. I haven't been able to do Blaster Downlight Recovery in ages. That was funny, though. Like, I can do, like, Downlight Dare on Blasters. I can do, like, a ton of other dash jump stuff, but just not, I just straight up can't do, Downlight Recovery. For some reason. I don't know why. Ooh. I don't like fighting that guy's sword. Except now it's going to be a Blaster Ditto. Unless I simply don't let him get the weapon. I failed. I can see like setups for Dare being a bit easier, I guess, but just some combos just simply aren't doable. Like if I do Dare or Sayer, it's just like not gonna be doable. Oh! Okay. Damn, I have not lagged in a while. But that's what he gets for emoting. I'll take it. Oh my god, my Isaiah's level 19. I did not even notice that. But that was a good Isaiah game, I won't say that. And then... next we'll go Jala, I guess. Which nothing really happened to Jala, but... Jala is definitely a much worse legend now with the nerfs. I think Axe is still, like, kind of whatever. The sword nerfs were pretty big, though. Like, it takes a while to dodge out of a side lane now. That's kind of nuts. And we get to fight Arcadia. After a while, like, I finally got used to her SIGs. Her SIGs are really freaking good. Like some of them. You would expect some of them to be like really OP and then they aren't, and then some of the other ones you wouldn't expect to be too OP, but then they actually are. We'll say Spear down SIG, I think it's easier to hit than Great Sword down SIG, but it's still a hard attack to hit. Like, I really want to say I want to see it getting a buff in the future, but I also don't want to say that at the same time just because, like, it's, like, such a good SIG. Yeah, maybe Axe isn't as bad as I thought. It's stupid good. Oh, alright, see ya. I'm doing a bit too good on Jala right now. I don't even play her that much. I didn't really play her on console, and I don't really play her on PC. Ah. I can sense the dares. That attack, for example, on Arcadia has a lot of priority. And just a lot of force. Jeez, that was a short match, too. Like, I might as well just, like, do another one in Jala, but I probably won't. And I got sword KOs. I'll take that. I haven't been focusing on the challenges at all either, because I've just been farming playing Arcadia. Next we'll play Jiro, which I don't really like. But you know what? I can still do good on him if I really want to. I just don't really enjoy him that much. Problem is, I don't enjoy OP legends. Like, it sort of depends. If they have weapons I enjoy, then I think I'll just like them regardless if they're OP or not. But as for Jiro, like, sword's just okay, but I don't enjoy Jiro's sword that much, and I just don't like Scythe. It's just a very anti-fun weapon. Yo, I'm gonna die at light HP. I'm not even going off stage anymore. Yo, nice. But what if I made the comeback? A very early stock. I just want to get him off gauntlets. Because that seems like what he's best at. I would like kind of be hoping to get him onto a bow the next stock so I don't have to deal with gauntlets. But thank God he's dealing with bow. I really enjoy that. While he's on bow, I will play sword. Wrong sig, I meant the side sig. No. Okay. Feel the sidekick claim and clutch? To be honest, I've been able to use Scythe down light way better lately. I used to kind of suck at using it. Nice. Also, the skin is really nice, though. I do enjoy using the skin. It definitely beats Komainu Jiro for sure. There was that other Jiro skin that everybody likes. I think it was Specialist Jiro. It's just like, I don't know, man. I don't want to spend money on a character that I don't really play. No, okay. I wanted to get the GC down like ground pound. I didn't want to take the weapon because I kind of want to use sword next stock. But I die anyways. Well, at least I got what I wanted. You're nice. It's not dodging a lot of these, really. I do want to hit the true combo, though. Yeah. That's too OP, man. Jiro's sword game in general is like one of the best, genuinely. Like, of course, people are playing like Bodvar and Koji and Val and stuff. And I get that, but like Jiro's pretty close to them, in my opinion. He is like way too good. Alright. Well, since I don't think I'm going to be buying the other 3 St. Paddy Day skins, I don't really plan on it at all. Like, these skins are just kind of meh. I already went over it though. But I think that will call it a wrap up on the video. There was definitely way less gameplay just because there were way less skins to go over. I think I could have gone over some of the other buffs and nerfs. They're like Linfei, Magyar, and Zariel. But, I don't know. It's just kind of like a St. Paddy's Day video. If there's other balance patches or like huge patches in the future, apart from like seasonal events, then I'll definitely do videos on those. Because I really enjoy doing the commentary videos. As long as I don't really get interrupted while doing them, I really enjoy doing them. Just like playing whatever legend kind of fits the theme of the holiday and just going ham, you know what I mean? Which I did go pretty ham today. I didn't think I'd win on every legend. Like, it was a much better recording session than last time, that's for sure. So, I think the Arcadia video, I have a lot to say about her. She's definitely going to come out... That's going to come out, I believe, Friday. I want that to come out earlier because I have a lot to say about her and I'm really excited about it. And then, as for that, April 1st, which is the Friday after that, I also have a pretty good video planned for that too. It's like my personal like wants for the game, like what I want to see, basically. And of course, that kind of differs from everybody. So hopefully the next few videos will pique your interest. So if you want to see them, then be sure to subscribe. And hopefully you enjoyed this video. So until next time, keep on brawling.